Join me as I dive into the world of Snap stock and try to predict if it's about to explode. Snap Incorporated is a major player in the social media landscape, with its popular app Snapchat being a favorite among younger generations. Despite its popularity, the company has been facing some challenges in recent times, which has led to a lot of speculation about its future. Competition from other social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok has been a major challenge for Snap, with many users opting for these alternatives over Snapchat. This has resulted in a decline in user engagement, which in turn has affected the company's revenue. Market trends have also been a concern, with the rise of newer platforms and changing user preferences. The company's ability to adapt to these trends will be crucial in determining its future. The current market situation is highly competitive, and Snap needs to come up with innovative strategies to stay ahead of the game. One of the key challenges the company is facing is retaining its user base, as many users are switching to other platforms. This has put a lot of pressure on the company to innovate and come up with new features that will keep users engaged. The overall sentiment in the market is that Snap is facing an uphill task, and its stock prices reflects this. Many investors are skeptical about the company's ability to turn things around, which has resulted in a decline in its stock price. However, some analysts believe that the company still has a lot of potential and that its stock is undervalued. Recently, Snap has been working on some new features and partnerships that could potentially boost its stock price. The company has been investing heavily in augmented reality technology, which could be a game changer for the platform. It has also partnered with some major brands to offer exclusive content, which could help increase user engagement. Additionally, there have been some changes in the company's management, with some new faces joining the team, which could bring in fresh perspectives and ideas. The new features and partnerships are definitely a step in the right direction, and they could potentially help the company increase its user base and revenue. However, it's still early days, and the company needs to wait and see how these changes are received by users. The management changes could also have a positive impact, as new leaders can bring in new ideas and strategies. Snap's focus on augmented reality is particularly interesting, as this technology has a lot of potential for growth. If the company can successfully integrate AR into its platform, it could give it a major edge over its competitors. The partnerships with major brands are also a positive sign, as they could help increase user engagement and attract new users. The company's efforts to innovate and come up with new features are commendable, and they could potentially pay off in the long run. With the right strategy and execution, Snap could once again become a major player in the social media landscape, which would have a positive impact on its stock price. Based on current data, it seems that Snap stock is poised for a significant change. The company's efforts to innovate and come up with new features are likely to pay off, and its stock price could increase as a result. However, the competition in the market is fierce, and there are no guarantees of success. The analysis suggests that Snap stock has the potential to explode, but it's not a sure thing. The company needs to continue innovating and coming up with new features that will keep users engaged. If it can do this, its stock price could increase significantly. The data also suggests that the company's partnerships with major brands could be a major factor in its success. These partnerships could help increase user engagement and attract new users, which would have a positive impact on the company's revenue. The overall outlook for Snap stock is positive, but it's not without its risks. Investors need to be cautious and do their own research before making any decisions. The main points to take away are that Snap is facing some challenges, but it also has a lot of potential. The company's efforts to innovate and come up with new features are commendable, and they could potentially pay off in the long run. Let me know what you think about Snap's future in the comments below, and don't forget to check out my other videos for more insights into the world of stocks.